Can you just talk about what you saw from them tonight?
Well, we saw those traits show up in the game tonight, and we were able to keep a pretty good team to 1 goal. Some of the small things that we worked on in practice showed up in the game. I thought the commitment level was high enough to win a National Hockey League game defensively, and it just goes to show, like, you can't let teams get to 3 or 4 and expect to score 5 or 6. It took us to a shootout just to get the points. So the players responded well. You know, they weren't pleased at all with the results the last 2 games, not one bit. And they wanted to come up with a good effort. They did that. Now let's build on it as we go on the road.
Todd, McDavid won 13 of his 20 draws tonight. He was 65%. In a matchup like this, in what ways does that help him, and how much of a difference does that make?
Well, it makes a huge difference. You know, there's areas of the game, I get asked this question every now and then, what can Connor do better? Because he's such a dynamic, tremendous player. He's so much fun to watch. But that would be one area that I know that he'd like to improve on, and to do it against one of the top 5 teams in the NHL as far as face-offs go, against some big, strong guys. It was a good night for him, and a rewarding night. He got to play in the offensive zone. It allowed us to get away from a few matches at times when you win face-offs, and I thought he was tremendous tonight all over the rink.
You guys acquired a backup goalie today, Al Montoya. Can you talk us through that?
Yeah, it was it was something that we thought we needed to provide our group a while ago. It just doesn't happen overnight. And, for a couple of reasons, Cam's workload and 2, LB's development. We've put ourselves in a situation now where Cam's going to play a ton of hockey. And a young goaltender isn't going to get as much as we originally thought he would at the beginning of the year. So LB will we'll figure out what we're going to do with LB when Montoya comes off of IR, which should be fairly soon, and then LB will get an opportunity to play and develop so that he gets some net time this season. He hasn't got enough of it since he went on his run, and he probably won't get a lot more of it by being here.
Would you expect Montoya to be available for you on Sunday in that second of the back-to-back?
Well, he'll join us. He'll make the trip to Dallas. We're going to Dallas, and I expect him to join our team there if everything goes well border-wise and all that type of stuff and weather-wise. And obviously he's on IR. He hasn't played for a little while, but he has been skating. We've been told he's healthy and ready to, or awfully close to come off. So we'll make that call when we get down there. We'll introduce him to his new teammates. He's a veteran goaltender that's done this a number of times in his career. And, I believe off the top of my head, his track record of coming in and playing for new teams is pretty strong. So we anticipate he'll be able to give us some good games when we need him.
Your even strength play has been pretty consistent, actually quite good all season long. And you're waiting for that special teams to do something for your group. Did you see signs from your power play tonight? Yep. They're doing things better?
I saw signs from both units, power play and penalty kill. I thought our penalty kill was exceptional. They got a seeing eye one in from the blue line, but we did a lot of the things we worked on in practice. So that was a step definitely in the right direction. It looked more confident. The guys felt good about it. And the power play, we created numerous chances. Even at the end, Leon had a wide open net and missed by about 3 inches. So numerous chances that just aren't finding the back of the net. And so it was dangerous tonight. It's as I said before we played LA, other teams get in the way sometimes. Their penalty kills disrupts things, but I thought both units, power play and penalty kill, showed an improvement from 48 hours ago.
Todd, a couple of things. Why Camilleri in the shootout? Normally you have Testu in there. Obviously you look.
Yeah, Cami has very, very good hands, poise. And when we practiced shootouts, we knew coming in he had pretty good numbers, and he'd won or scored a number of times in his career. An unknown out in our division a little bit too. He came from the East, so just a hunch.
And playing the Ducks, was it easier for your team to get back to playing the way they should, knowing that that's the team you played in the playoffs 7 times and then 4 or 5 more times last year, and you know exactly how you have to play against that team to win the game?
I guess I would answer this question right now. Easy doesn't apply in our vocabulary right now. Like, there's nothing easy for our team. So did it help having a sense of how the game might go and knowledge of the team? Of course it does, but there's nothing easy about playing right now for our team.
You guys jumped out to a 13-2 shot differential in the first period. Then things evened up more in the second. Were you a bit concerned that your guys were going to get frustrated that they hadn't scored?
No, because they showed signs of doing the things the right way. There wasn't a lot of cheating. There wasn't a lot of shortcuts. We didn't get impatient. They had their push, and I thought we weathered the storm fairly well. We played pretty good defensively. Some of the game management stuff got better. We changed at the right times. We didn't extend shifts, so I wasn't as anxious as maybe I've been in other situations.
Can you talk about your captain's game a little bit beyond just the face-off?
Tremendous.
Skated 100 miles tonight.
Yeah, he did, and he skated 100 miles going 100 miles an hour, and that's not an easy team to play against, as we know from the past. They check well. They've got big, strong defensemen. They've got some forwards that are committed to shadowing, if you will, and Connor showed tremendous leadership tonight. I thought he said, follow me, and I'm going to do it right. I'm going to do it fast, and you guys come along, and everybody did.
Todd, moving Ryan and Milan off of respective units, what's the goal or plan? What does Nugent Hopkins hope he's going to bring to that unit, and maybe vice versa?
Well, just a little bit of a different look. It takes, when Leon and Nuge are together, they can interact in different positions. One getting to the net, one getting to a wide lane. It's basically a different look, just to shake some things up a little bit. The secondary unit, I feel they want to shoot the puck a little bit more maybe than the first unit, and having Luch in and around the paint for that one was the thought process there as well.